ready, set, action. I am back with another video. Today's video, I'm actually showing you guys how I get ready and prep for an open house. This one is a little bit different, but I still want to give you guys the details on what to expect. Tomorrow, I'm actually hosting an open house. Today is Saturday. I usually like doing open houses on the weekends, and the reason for that is because a lot of people are always out on the weekends with their family. You know, they're out grocery shopping, running errands, more likely to stop because they're not in a hurry. They're not going to work, or they're not getting out of work and they just want to go home. Like, I've done one on a Friday and it actually went pretty good though, because we were like right next to a Costco. Maybe that's why, but that one was a good one. And the only reason I did it during the week is because it was right next to Costco, and people are always at Costco, and we got a good amount of traffic. I usually like to be there for 3 hours. If it's like in a good area, I'll do 4 to make it worth it. So basically, I just want to show you guys the things that I bring with me that I feel like are gonna work and what works for me. I know everybody does it different. I know the people that I learned from did it completely different. I've just kind of been learning on my own a little bit, kind of seeing what everybody does. You'll know when you start doing open houses, you're gonna see like, what are people interested? What are their questions? Like something that's gonna benefit more, you know? And here in this bag right here is my open house bag. I did this, I actually bought this bag off Amazon, and then I made this cutout with my Cricut and I ironed it on there. It's really pretty. It's like a velvety material, and I think I'm gonna start adding these to my closing gifts. That way like my clients can have them. My son is coming. I feel like every video you guys are just gonna hear him. It's a pretty good size. It fits everything. I take my laptop in there, everything. I'm gonna show you guys everything I bring, pretty much everything I use for the open house. Okay, before I show you guys what's in my bag, I'm gonna start off telling you how I prep. The first step is obviously looking for a home to host an open house with, a listing. So I always go with the listings for my office. If your broker does let you go with other brokers and host their open houses, you can do that as well. Always ask your broker for permission, and of course ask the listing agent for permission. Basically, I look for a good house in a good area that I feel like it's gonna get a lot of traffic. I usually start Mondays and Tuesdays looking for an open house. By the time I choose one, by the time I call the agent and make sure it's still available to do an open house and get their permission, then on Wednesdays is usually when I start prepping. Wednesdays I like to also find a lender, a preferred lender that you like to work with. It's always the same lenders that I use because I just trust them and I'm comfortable working with them. So I always see who's available to go with me. I always let the lender know like, hey, can you make the flyers? I have them make the flyers. They'll bring snacks for you too, so always ask the lender. I know a lot of people like to do it without lenders, but I love hosting an open house with a lender. I've done it by myself before. Having a lender with me, I feel like it works better, especially when it's busy. You know, you guys can kind of jump off people and not miss any good leads, you know? So I just recommend having a lender. Even if you have years of experience, I always recommend having a lender with you, especially when they have lending questions. I mean, I know a lot of lending questions. I know how to answer them, but sometimes I rather have a lender answer them because they're more accurate. That's their profession, and we're completely different people. A lender and a realtor are different. When it comes to lending questions, I rather them ask the lender. You know, that way they're 100% more accurate with their questions and answers. Go take a tour on the house, and I also like to shoot a video. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, then you don't see my videos. I don't post them here on YouTube, but I post them on Instagram, on Facebook, and TikTok. I always show you guys a tour of the home and I invite you guys to the open house. But here is a preview of my open house video. Take a look at it. Hey guys, this is Jasmine Reyes, your local real estate agent here in Bakersfield. Today I'm going to give you guys a tour of this beautiful home behind me. It has been newly renovated and is close to shopping centers, close to the 99 freeway. So let's go take a look at this beautiful home.
This home has 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, new flooring throughout the whole house, and an updated kitchen, beautiful countertops, recessed lighting throughout the kitchen. The living room and the restrooms have been newly renovated as well. If you are looking for a move-in ready home with beautiful modern updates, this is the home for you and you do not want to miss it. So come check it out. This weekend I'll be hosting an open house on Sunday from 11 to 2 p.m. Feel free to share with your friends and family. And if you would like to see this home sooner, give me a call or a text to schedule an appointment to check it out before it's gone.
I always like to post a video 2 days prior to the open house. That way people start seeing it and it goes around social media. Check out the home and take a tour. It's always important because people are going to ask so many questions and I don't like going to the house last minute, the day of the open house, and I have to figure everything out. And also, if I go early, it gives me time to ask the listing agent questions about the home. That way, when I do host the open house, I am prepared to answer those questions and I look knowledgeable and they trust me. I like to do door knocking or cold calling the neighborhood. So sometimes I do both. Sometimes I just pick one. And like, for example, this weekend, I have a busy week this week. Couldn't door knock this week and I couldn't cold call. I mean, I could do cold calling, but our company just took off the dialer that we had available for everybody, so now I have to get my own, and that's like $100 a month. I'm most likely gonna have to do that and just get it, because getting numbers from the neighborhoods really help with cold calling. And door knocking is awesome too. I picked up some leads from door knocking, so I like door knocking, but today I didn't have the chance to door knock. I like to go door knock the day before the open house. That way they know and don't forget about me hosting the open house. And the neighbors are pretty nice about it. I'm gonna show you guys what I have finally inside my bag. I always like to prep my bag the night before because I'm always that person. I have kids, I have to attend to them in the morning. We wake up early and I have to feed them breakfast before I get ready. And the last thing I want to do is rush and put everything in the bag. So that way I don't forget anything and I'm more calm in the morning, you know. First thing I have in here is a clipboard. So this clipboard is actually from Walmart. It's just like this basic plastic clipboard. So if you're trying to save money, this is the ones I started with. I had these dollar store ones. I actually take this too. I almost forgot it. See what I mean? Like, I like to prep the night before. So I take both of these. So I like to bring clipboards. I bring two. One for the sign-in sheet, as you can see right here. This is how my sign-in sheet looks. I always ask for the name, email, phone number. I always have a question there saying, are you working with a realtor? And then I have these questions over here that apply with anything that they might be looking for. Very simple. I really like it. I feel like it's really easy for them to read it real quick, and they always fill this out. Trust me, they always fill it out, because I've had other ones that just don't make sense. People don't even want to fill them out, you know. So ever since I started doing this, I feel like I get everybody, well, I do get everybody to sign in now, and I'm gonna tell you guys how to get everybody to sign in, because now everybody that comes in my door always signs in. If they're being really picky to sign in, because there's some people that just don't want to give your information, which I understand. I mean, we're annoying, because we're gonna call you up, right? And you've probably been through it before. Maybe that's why you don't like to give your information. But the way I do it, as soon as someone walks in the house, I always like introduce myself. I give them details about the home. For example, this is how I do it. I'm gonna give you guys an example. That way you guys understand me. I always tell them, hi, welcome to my open house. My name is Jasreyes. I am a realtor. This is Marty. She is a lender. How long have you guys been looking for a home? Oh, we just started looking. You know, they just answer whatever answer they have, or I was just in the neighborhood, whatever answer they have, and I'll be like, oh, okay, awesome. I just kind of want to see what brought them in. And then I tell them, okay, well, the house is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,500 square feet. There's a new flooring, freshly painted throughout the whole house. They just remodeled this house, so you're gonna see a remodeled bathroom, beautiful remodeled countertops in the kitchen. You guys can take a look, take a tour, and if you guys have any questions, please let us know. We're gonna be right here. And before you guys take a tour, the only thing we're asking everyone is to sign in before they take a tour for security purposes for the owner of the home. So basically that's what I like to say, and that makes them sign in quick without saying no. Yes, they're really nice about it. I think it's just the way that I explain the house, and then I say that in the end about signing in. I'm not like, okay, you guys need to sign in, you know. I feel like I've done that before when I first started, when I didn't know, and people just felt pressured and I wasn't being nice. Like, we gotta loosen them up a little bit, you know. We gotta make them comfortable. And they always have been signing in, and it's been working. Trust me, it's been working. And then I have this one right here. I created it on Canva, and I create both of these on Canva. So if you're thinking of where to get these, they have something like this on Canva, or you can buy templates on Etsy for like $3. There's a lot of sellers there that already have these ready, and then you just transfer it to Canva and you customize it to yourself. And the reason I have this is actually, as you can see, it says name and then a little like note section. I like to keep notes. So I like to keep notes of the leads that come in, because sometimes I have so many leads and I forget what they told me, and that's something very important, is to remember what you talked about with that one person. And I have a very bad memory, and I forget people's names, and sometimes I remember your story, but I'm like, I forgot her name, you know. So I like to write their names. Of course, I always copy the name from the clipboard, but this is something I keep on the side for me. I don't show it to anybody. I keep it hiding because I don't want people to know other people's information. Sometimes they tell me like, I want you to send me these type of homes, so I write it on there. I like to bring these right here. So this is a lot of stuff in here. I keep them in a plastic bag just because it's like this stuff right here. What do you call these plastic frames? And this one's actually from the dollar store. I bought this template from Etsy. Like I told you, I buy a lot of templates from Etsy because sometimes I don't like to waste my time. I'm very picky and detailed with stuff, and I just can't come up with stuff like this on my brain. So I like to buy a lot of templates from Etsy. Trust me guys, Etsy is going to be your best friend in real estate because they have a lot of templates of like buyer's guide, seller's guide, or buyer's roadmap. I like to bring these to the open house because, you know, we're getting buyers in there, some that haven't been approved, and it just gives them a little detail of what to expect when buying a home. A lot of people don't know. Trust me, a lot of people do not even know how to start. And on the side, I always put my information, QR code, so they can scan it, and I always make sure that they leave with one of these, especially if they're first-time buyers. So I like to have this out in the table for them to see, put the sheets right in front of it, and they grab one all the time, so that's pretty good. But this one right here is actually from Amazon. They came in a pack of these two, and they came with the business card holders right there. I like to have two of them because I have the lender put one and myself. And here, put the open house details on this one, and on this one I put the buyer's roadmap or any other paper. If the lender has papers, I tell her to put them on there. Usually we'll see that day what she brings or what else I have to put on there. Lastly is this. I actually bought this little wooden house from the Dollar Tree, and it had like a little thing right here, but I took it off. And actually with my Cricut, I cut out this because sometimes, especially in the summer, I like to have the door closed in open houses. And I wanted something to hang on the doorknob because some people like knock, but I prefer them just walk in, you know, the door's unlocked, come on in, and it just says welcome, please come in, take a tour, and ask questions. Super cute. Got this idea off Pinterest, and I just cut it with my Cricut. What else do I carry in here? This. So this right here, I actually got it from Target. It's just a filer folder. I like to keep everything very organized, especially when I'm bringing flyers and stuff like that. I like to organize everything because I don't like to be like, oh my god, where's this paper, where's that paper? So it just has dividers, as you guys can see, and it comes in a pack of 3 of these, which I use them a lot. I have them like over here and stuff. It comes with 2 other colors, and they're from Target. I think they were only like $6 for 3, which is really good. And I like to bring this to the open house because I have different sections. So in one section, here you go. So I like to do one of these. It's a template that I bought off Etsy. It just shows different houses that are available in the area. I always change it up. I bring one to every open house. So these are houses that are similar to the one I'm showing that day, that open house, that other people might not like the one you're showing, but they're interested in like receiving more properties or looking at more properties. And this is a good way to show them and tell them, oh, you're not interested in this one? Okay, that's fine. Well, I have a flyer right here that has similar homes to this one. Here you go, take a look at it. My information is down here below as well, and you can also search for homes. Scanning this, you'll get my MLS app that will give you all the homes available in Bakersfield. If you decide you want to see any of those this week or after I'm done with this open house, we can go tour any of these today after I'm done with this open house. So take a look at it, give me a call, let me know. So that's always a good idea, and trust me, it works. I've had a guy who was like, can you show me these too? And yeah, I was like, yeah. So now he's one of the potential leads. He's not in a hurry though, but he's a really good lead that I just got on my last open house. All right, next thing I like to bring to the open house, like I showed you guys, the buyer's roadmap. I have a lot of these that I print out at the office. I like to keep them with me. I bring them all the time. That way they can take one home, especially if they're new buyers. I always give them one of these and tell them, here, take it, read it. It tells you the details on what to expect when buying a home. And I also bring, it's the same thing as that one, but it's a seller's roadmap. So basically it's the same one as the other one. I might change this one because it looks too similar to the other one, like the template. So I might get one that looks different, but I like it actually. I don't know. Maybe change the colors on it. It's just the same thing, a little brief. fast, simple steps to selling your home. I like to bring this one just in case someone tells me, well, I want to sell, because it happens. They'll be like, oh, I want to sell my house and get another one. So it's gonna be like their first time selling, so I like to give them one of these. I don't put these out in the table though, because we get more buyers than sellers. So if they tell me their sales when I'm having a conversation with them, then I give them one of these. That's basically all I bring as far as flyers. The other stuff I like to bring with me in my bag are disinfecting wipes, because sometimes I need to like clean something, or I'm gonna wipe the table that I take with me down. I actually have perfume in here, because sometimes I wear perfume, especially in the summer when I'm done like putting up the signs. I'm like sweating and I'm like, I stink, oh my god. So I'm like, take perfume with me. These little ones are super convenient. I bring a hand soap with me in case the house, no one's living in the home. Sometimes my hands feel dirty from putting the open house sign, so I like to wash my hands. So this one's one that locks, so it's pretty good. I like to carry it in there. And this was actually from the Dollar Tree. I just bought it from the Dollar Tree and I just carry it all the time. All right, so another thing I bring is this. This bag is actually from Amazon, and I like to keep a lot of little things in there. I'm very organized. So basically this is how it looks in the front when you first open it. Right here we have a zipper, and I keep stuff in there. I have my pins right here, and over here I have a lot of little things, which I'm gonna go over it with you guys. Bag, I always like to bring a wire charger. My phone's always dying and I need to charge it. Advil, because sometimes I get headaches out of nowhere. I have my business cards. I always order my business cards from Canva. Let me show you guys. Super cute and simple, and this is how the front looks. Super cute. Staples and the stapler. I got tape because you never know. That's basically all I carry in this bag. And of course my freaking laptop. I like to take it because I like to get some work done while I'm there. This is how it looks. I have a case on it, and I ended up cutting this with my Cricut. I seen a really cute idea like this on Pinterest, and I was like, I'm gonna do that because I want to start going to cafes and working from cafes. It's just so relaxing, and I want to start doing that. So kind of like this, you know, I'm right there working with my coffee. Imagine, just pretend this is coffee, and then you just see that right there, and you're just like, ooh, ask me about real estate. She knows about real estate. Let me go ask her. You never know. That is my plan. I haven't done it. I've been having that for a while already. I think like 2 months. And I haven't went to no cafe and worked, but I need to start. I'm sitting here talking a lot, but tomorrow I'm actually doing the open house. I'm gonna show you guys how I set up the table, and I wanna show you guys a little bit more tomorrow. So I'll be back right now. So I start my morning by arriving 30 minutes early. At this point, I already set up the other open house signs, and I'm setting up the ones in the yard that I had custom made with my name and my logo. And I got these off Amazon. I'll link the seller below. Then I move in, set up my little table. So this is pretty much, I'm going to go over everything. The lender brought these 2 flyers right here of type of programs that she has for loans. She brought the flyers that I had her made, information on the home. I placed these cute magnets with both of our information that I custom made through Canva, but I did buy the magnets with the notepad from Amazon. I'll link the seller down below as well. And right here, as you guys can see, my house sheets that I have, I keep those on the sides. That way, if I'm having a good conversation, I mention that and I hand them out. And my note stuff and my laptop, my coffee, and my water. And that is how I set up. I didn't get to film an outfit of the day, but here I am filming a little clip that I got that day. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments down below. And that's the end of the video. I'll see you guys next time.